Okay, if you've ever been the parent of a little, especially a little boy, but it could go either way. If you've ever been the parent of a little boy, they are almost always in love with construction, and it's definitely lots of shows geared for little bitty boys are geared towards construction and cars and that kind of stuff. And one of my son was no exception to that. Loved all the construction toys and stuff like that. But one of his favorite books when he was little bitty was this one, which is Goodnight Construction Site. So to me, this feels like a sort of more stereotypically masculine version of Goodnight Moon. And one for kids who love those construction toys. So essentially, what it goes through is a construction site shutting down for the night, and it goes machine by machine, and it introduces the machine and what it does, and then it has the machine kind of settle down for the night to be ready to go to bed. So what's great about this is it helps you to understand the differences between all those construction machines, which I definitely did not know the differences between all those different machines. But then also, it's a great book for kind of winding down the night. It's got this great, beautiful. I love the color blue. I find it very, very calming. It's got this very calming blue on the cover and in certain pages throughout. But each machine kind of shuts down, settles down to rest for the night. And as you're reading this book, you're hoping that your wonderful child is starting to settle down for the night. Anyone who's been a parent of a little kid knows that sleep is so precious. And we will take whatever we can get to get there. So if you haven't ever read this, Goodnight Construction Site by Sherri, Duskey, Rinker, and Tom Lichtenheld. New York Times bestseller, phenomenal book for bedtime. And you can see mine's like super bent up because my kid was a little rough with it in those days. But super, super calming, good rest book, and then also really good for learning those construction machines. So pick it up.